blow my mind each and every time with the shit I write. Just keep giving y'all sections of my life. That's all. Can't make the shit out. Ooh, I'm taking chances when I pull out of my driveway. Factuals. On the way to the money on the highway. Factuals. It feels different. Trust me, I know love. Right. I know you used to dealing with scrubs. Right. Not me though. Still the same Magneto. My Spanish homie veggies always magnifico. Shit, this my reinvented flow. Got her soaking up the panties cause of what I roll. Ralph Lauren, winter jacket, I don't care the quote. I just know I'm sauced down either way it goes. Listen, baby, purple, rain, zip lock. She's a rider and knows how to keep her lips locked. Life comes with more challenges than TikTok. Shit, everything backwards, worth the crisscross. This a canvas and I'm painting, split splash. In my fadeaway game like Raptors Chris Bosh. Break it down, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. I'm cool as a freezer set to 0 below. My game chilly, penguins consider me bro. Stove run, in the rain. Nike pocket nights, I pocket twice the profits. I prophesied that I spoke the life. Factual. In Las Vegas, papered up with a taper cut. She shocked I beat the pussy up. My dick really tastes the slut. I'm on the money run, baby boo, the fuck's up. Your wig stiff as hell, so how the fuck you stuck up? Bitch, don't correct the fool, or he will hate you. Factual. Correct a wise man and he'll appreciate you. That shows growth from that person you were yesterday. Work hard, play harder, what they always say. I'm Gucci, trying to turn my life into a movie. My chocolate bunny looking scrumptious in his two-piece. Niggas is characters, goofy. I'm staying sucker free, enjoying good sushi. Break it down, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. I swear I be giving y'all my life in these verses. I can't really make none of this shit up. This is my life as I know it. All factuals. I ain't got no time to sit down and lie to you. I just be jotting down my life. Netflix and chill. Baby braiding up my hair. I thought I told you that my game Frigidaire. Just trying to make sure you're aware. It's a whole lot of money to be made everywhere, and it's solely up to you if you gon' get it how you live it. Hennessy cold, that's factuals. My young thing got potential, let me package you. If you know, then you know I can mold you, baby. Put your listening ears on, don't be talking crazy. I ain't nothing like you used to. Coolin', I'm staying away from all that stupid shit too. Gotta get the bag, maneuvering in silence, life's good. Why would I wake up choosing violence? Damn shame they don't wanna see you happy on this side of gallons, getting brain freezes from some daiquiris. I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Listen, I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Shit. Listen, love, don't you know that we are just coolin'? And baby, I just want you to chill. We just groovin'. Listen, I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Listen, I'm feeling alright now. Shit, I'm feeling alright now. Good. First they seem to love you and then that shit turn to hate. I could really give a fuck cause I wanna just elevate. Get in place in and out of Cali on the weekends, just to get your mind right and stay about the deep end. Thank you God, I know in favor how my life is going. The ones who fake you kept them from me and it's really showing. Bruce Lee, raw aura, baby, I be glowing. You can't gain me love, I be knowing. If you stand for nothing, then you fall for something. Some bad bitches that you see ain't never worth the cuffing. I remain cooler than the cut, you know what it's up. Ride around on assignment, baby, you know what it's up. I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Listen, I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Shit. Listen, love, don't you know that we are just coolin'? And baby, I just want you to chill. We just groovin'. Yeah, baby, that's the one. Like I said, I need that shit like right now. Like right now. Don't get none of that on my shoes either. I don't give a fuck how much sauce you see. Yeah, you the one.
Hey. Let's check it with y'all out there, man. I hope you're having a good day. This is Oh So Dope Live, and I am Oh So Dope. What's good with y'all, man? Listen, y'all saw what I first and foremost salute to the chat. Y'all are the best chat in the world. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all really y'all really show y'all support, man. And it just means everything to me because like I tell y'all, I have fun doing this and I appreciate it. And it feels good to know that it's people that appreciate the work and the work ethic, you know. And again, I'm gonna continue to work and understand that there's always more work to do. And again, I always want to say thank you for all the support, always moving forward. And that was the whole premise of that screenshot that I took for the community tab when I said this is confirmation. When a guy like that mentions you, that means it's effective, it's working, and more work to do. And I understand that a lot of people watch the content and gain an understanding, and look at it from a whole nother perception, when they see the content. So, always, 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 always try to strive to make sure, you can pull something from this stuff, y'all. Real rap. Was shaking with y'all. Told y'all we not playing today, y'all. We got more work to do. Um, First and foremost, I want to say salute to the chat always. Again, like I said not too long ago, and really salute to the YouTube content creators out there that's really out there uh, shaking and baking and really, putting out dope shit. That stuff goes a long way, and a lot of people appreciate it. So always strive to do what you want to do, and if you're good at it, and people, see that you're good at it, keep doing it. Always aspire to want to be great, at everything that you do. Salute again to the chat. Uh, y'all are great. I can't even lie, y'all are great, man. But yes, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Salute to the chat. Also dope live. Y'all see the title. Kwame Brown breaks down Mama's cooking, his thoughts on Kyrie Irving and being drafted #1. In this interview on Beehive ATL. Salute to Beehive ATL. This is content on their channel, so I felt, that it would be a good piece to actually break down and shed light on, and see if it's anything like all the similar interviews that this man Kwame Brown does. So let's take a listen, y'all. I haven't heard this video in its entirety, so I'm gonna watch it with y'all, and we're gonna really go through this and see what's going on. Let's really get down to it, y'all. So uh let's do it. We're doing today's beverage is water. I think this is just gonna be a water challenge day for me. Everything water, everything water.
Um, when you started, I followed your whole career, and you're a Georgia boy just like I am.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So again, this interview is on Beehive ATL. Salute to them and their platform. Um, and I felt like this content was good to break down because again, it's showing another. Again, y'all, this is another document. This is documentation that's posted on YouTube for us all to see. So, regardless of what people say or try to make it seem like people are bashing, no, it's just critiquing the content because as content creators, this is what we're doing. So, and again, and being that I have the ability to be able to do that, that's what makes it effective. Again, I can reference the screenshot. I see it.
And when you kind of got out here with the whole issue.
Oh, and again, oh, and before I get into this too, I want to say salute to checking. I appreciate what you said underneath the post, underneath that particular community post. Um, that made me actually take a step back and analyze what you were saying and really gain that understanding and your stance on that on this situation. And thank you. You're right. That's why I wrote what I put. Duly noted. I truly appreciate your view on the matter because again, like I tell y'all, constructive criticism takes you a long way. It's very, you have to just be open. You have to always be open for constructive criticism, because constructive criticism is always for the betterment of a person. And so when checking, put that underneath that, put that response underneath my community tab post, I told her thank you. So appreciate you, and salute.
About the Get Along Gang, and you were kind of bringing all that to the spotlight. My question to you is, was this what was on your mind when you did that? Did you say, okay, I'm going to expose what's going on out here with, you know what I'm saying, the Get Along Gang when it comes to media, when it comes to our black men, you know what I'm saying, everything is, I'm going to expose that so that I can, you know, see the end game being right here with Angela, you know, making it better for the community? Or is this something that just transitioned after the fact?
It's just transitioned after the fact. I mean, I was on YouTube doing these same videos, but I was doing it for free. I never, I got on YouTube playing around here and there, but
He got on YouTube doing these videos, but he was doing it for free. So now he's saying he's basically getting paid to say the things that he say now. But let's see what he say.
me having a private conversation with the two gentlemen that I had the issue with, Jack and Becky. No, man. But when
And see, that's what I'm saying. See how fake he is? He's saying he had a private conversation with some people, and he gonna go and turn around and diss them same people in the same breath. And you see how Angela Stanton responded. She like, oh God, like what is this boy doing? He talking too much. See, that be the problem with people, that fake, like it's fake humble. Like people that talk like him that said he had a conversation behind the scenes, and then you go on somebody else's platform, and and proceed to basically disrespect them, call them out their names. Where's the professionalism in that? And again, you got Angela Stanton next to him, like, oh God, because she's thinking about the brand too and how it looks. Like I said, y'all, Kwame Brown's comprehension skills are poor and very lackluster.
had the issue, I tried to talk to them on a man level. And being that I knew Jack personally, I thought it was a little bit different. But sometimes when you get money and you have fame and,
He did not try to talk to nobody on a man level. That's a lie. He went in there and tried to expose them with personal information. Like, if you listen to how Kwame talks about people, he says the things that basically try to belittle people. He went in there and tried to expose them. Okay, so the levels was good. Yeah, that's how he became viral. Because people were under the notion that he knew secrets of the industry because he was once in it, and now he's going to expose people, when really, in all actuality, all he did was expose himself.
You have so much notoriety. Fame is more of a powerful drug than money to most people. They want to be A-list celebrities. They'll do anything for it. Trust me, anything.
Absolutely.
And you got to be careful with situations like that, because when they find out, they meaning the people that's willing to pay you that type of money to sell your people out, when they find out that you'll do anything for money, they use these guys, Stephen A., all these guys. And if you look at the history of what Stephen A. has been doing, and all these media pundits, they always attack the black male image. AI on down, if you look at the black males, they
Listen to what Kwame Brown says, y'all. This the same man that sits up over here on YouTube every day and talk about black men and be disrespectful and putting labels and titles on their name, trying to fuck with their livelihood and trick them off their square. Kwame Brown. The same man. You can't make this shit up, yo. I can't believe this man is actually sitting up here acting like he don't get up here and do this shit every day. It's ridiculous, man.
They all have an asterisk by their name for something they did, and none of them get jobs. Why is Kareem not a coach? Mark Jackson, he built his team. He leaves. Steve Kerr comes in. He's the greatest mind ever. There's never a time where these black great players can come in and coach. Never.
Yeah, John Gruden and
Yeah, this dude Kwame just be saying stuff, man. Kwame just come in here just saying stuff over this black man talk, black man, white man talk. But Kwame sit right up here and be playing and be basically doing all these white boy tactics. Trying to get motherfuckers angry with them little internet police games like he do with Gil. And then report to them white boy platforms like TMZ. Talking and have Gil, a clip of Gil. Like, so right now I don't understand this dude's position. And you got to remember, y'all, this the same guy that says people be script reading bitches. But look at all the interviews that Kwame Brown has, and he says the same thing, and the interviewers say the same thing. So who's really the script? Like, Kwame Brown's really the script reading bitch. And that's just his words. I'm not coming off disrespectful and calling the man, the B word. I'm just talking about the term that he used as far as people basically running a script. That's him. And right, Michael Ben, salute Michael Ben. He was bad mouth for Kareem. You did a live stream, and then he was just talking about, thinking that live stream, Michael Ben, how the NBA organization didn't respect him. So this dude just like to just talk to try to identify with the person that's interviewing him because of how he looks at them. So he projects things. This is Kwame Brown. That's why I say he's content gold. I love it. I thoroughly appreciate this shit.
Dungeon.
Yeah.
Kyrie, him catching hell from Magic, Kareem, Barkley. What are your thoughts on that?
They always use our upper echelon blacks because it's hard to go against Magic.
God.
It's hard to go against Kareem because we like them.
Yeah.
But Kyrie is an individual man that's touching a whole different generation. So to have older black males that's doing that to him, that's crazy.
And that's what y'all hear what he's saying, y'all? And I just told y'all he did a live stream when he was dissing Kareem. This dude is the worst. And this is why I continue to roast these clowns. I tell y'all I continue to roast these clowns because simply I know this is an agent of chaos. Look at this dude, man. He put this whole facade on as if he's such a positive public figure, but get up here and be up here being reckless, behaving inappropriately.
Crazy. He's not hurting nobody, but the one thing they don't like is individuals. And Kyrie Irving has been an individual the entire time he's been in the league. Why you think Stephen A. keeps saying that he's been a problem, and he goes and brings up everything that they had an issue with him about.
I want to get into you brought up Steven Jackson's name. Steven Jackson is a friend of the show's, and we would see him out there. Some of the George Floyd stuff. Other charities and stuff, and he kind of the front line. What was the problem when you talked to Steven Jackson? Because I have a different perception of him, and I think B.I. do too. What was the problem when you talked to him?
See, Kwame fucked up. He thought he was gonna go on that show and say the things that he was gonna say about Steven Jackson, and he would get away with it like he would have in a regular interview. But he didn't realize that the people that's interviewing him has a good rapport with Steven Jackson. And now they want to figure out why you feel the way you feel because we feel differently. So what's the issue? Where's the disconnect? Let's see what Kwame has to say.
One on one that you wasn't seeing eye to eye with Steven.
The arrogance that he spoke to me with. I mean, he acted as if I owed him an apology.
He said the arrogance he spoke to me with. The arrogance he spoke to me with. Kwame Brown. And see, this is what I'm saying, man. And this dude up here, this is a bozo, man. This is a bozo, y'all. This dude was in the NBA. He be clowning people for being media trained, but he should have been media trained himself, though, because this is a damn shame right here. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. Listen to this dude, man. I want to hear. Listen. Let's hear him out.
And when I broke it down to him, I'm like, hey, bro, you know, you talked about me in this podcast, that podcast. I let him go. Then I come to you on the back end. I didn't go straight to the internet. When I talked to him,
Man, the motherfucker, Matt Barnes nudged Steven Jackson when he said Kwame wasn't in a trade. Basically, a joke, an NBA joke that's been going on for years. Kwame gets sensitive. Instead of reaching out to him, he goes on the internet and thinks he's blasting them. And next thing you know, it goes viral. Basically, him being messy, like I said before in previous videos. And again, this is a interview that's going to tell a lot too. That's why I picked this one in particular. I haven't watched it, but I said let me watch it because I'm pretty sure it's going to be something key in here, and it always is when you're dealing with Kwame Brown. When you're dealing with Kwame Brown, you're going to always get an Easter egg. He could have easily went on the podcast that Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson had and cleared up and rectified their differences. That actually would have went viral too, since he be caring about numbers and shit all the time. If he really wanted to do numbers like that, he could have just simply went on the show, told his story, said they all settled their differences. You can't tell me that I wouldn't have done numbers. It's content. That would have been content gold. Everything that led up into that point when they all on the show and all in the same space and having a conversation, that's because Kwame wasn't trying to have a conversation. Kwame was trying to beef from the internet. He wasn't trying to beef in person because he be seeing these people in person and they know what kind of guy he is. They say he's a nice guy. Yeah, Jack invited him to the podcast. Matt Barnes said he invited him to the podcast and also invited him to fight. He said they can have a boxing match if they want to box before the show or after the show. It was totally up to Kwame. But Kwame's excuse was he didn't go because he knew it was a setup that they were going to set him up once he got there. No, they wanted to handle and rectify the situation like men. He talk about being a man all the time, but don't stand on the shit that he say. This dude the worst, y'all.
talked to me on the back end, then he went straight to Instagram. When he flew back into Atlanta, he said we can meet up and was talking like that. Then he offered to meet me in traffic. So this is a guy who's pumping his fist in the air, but what does he mean, meet me in traffic?
Right.
Those guys that do that, they be phony. And I used to think Jack was real only because he fought in the stands. Every time we have this concept.
No, you thought Jack was real because you saw that he fought in the stands and you played on a team with Jack too. You knew what kind of dude Jack was. The same, you a flunky, the same dude that when you see all them boys going out about to have a night on the town, you a loner and you a tag along. So you was asking Jack, could you roll with him? You that kind of guy. And you mad and you jealous. All the people names that you be attacking and coming after, you jealous of them. Steven Jackson is one of them. That's why he talked to you the way he did, because he said, if you're doing all that talking and have an issue, let's meet up. You didn't want to meet up. You didn't want to meet up.
of who a real black man is something tied to violence. And I'm a man. And I told him, I said, you talking like that, talking about meeting in traffic, that's the same thing you said you was fighting against. That's the same thing you got your fist in the air because somebody died in your family. So
Now think about this, y'all. Kwame Brown said he told Jack, you want to fight another black man. And I thought you was fighting for blacks to not be violent to blacks. I thought you was a man. But Kwame, bruh, the only reason he's even talking to you like that, bro, is because the disrespectful things you said. Talking about you want to fight. All the things you said, bro. Hold on, y'all. My bad, y'all. Making sure the angle was good. Okay. Okay, we good, y'all. Oh yeah, we Gucci. Oh yeah, we good. We good. Yeah. We good.
you want to recreate that cycle?
Right.
Over a joke that you made that you said we was joking? Because I can joke with the best of them.
No, you can't.
And I don't.
No, you can't. Think about it, y'all. If he can joke with the best of them, why, when they made an NBA joke about him being a bust, that he got so sensitive and emotional that he started telling personal business? Yeah, it was public knowledge of when when it happened at the time, but he started resurfacing it up and telling other personal business because he had been around some of these people, because he felt some kind of way because a joke was made on him, y'all. This dude just be lying. He just be really lying.
I have no feelings. So if you want to joke, let's go.
Yeah, I hear you, Kwame, man. I'm gonna let you talk. You did me like
Well, now do what you not do.
You did me like they were Bun B.
Right, Michael Ben Gilbert, they didn't say nothing bad about this man at all. Even gave him props. And spoke on a situation where he saw Kwame, and he said Kwame was fighting him and his brother. So he even gave the perception, that Kwame was tough, even when he didn't have to. Because they was cool. Gilbert know what kind of man Kwame Brown is. Good morning, Dorothy Brown. I'm sorry, good evening. Good evening. Welcome.
Been waiting for you.
That's the way we look at each other, though. He would never do that to a white boy.
Oh my God. I say that shit everywhere he go. Always telling somebody what they won't do to a white boy or a white woman. God damn, but you don't see Kwame Brown disrespecting no white men, no white people. He just be holding black people to white people's standards. Why all the time, Kwame? People are their own people. It starts with the mentality, like George Macon was trying to tell you. But you didn't get that because it didn't register. Because you got a mental block. It's a water jug head ass nigga. Look at this big dopes, man. He always trying to tell somebody what they won't do to somebody, but every time it's time for him to show action, he don't. Or stand on his own 10, he don't.
Never seen so much aggression towards a white guy the same way we see it towards each other. I've seen black dudes I know that act so gangster. When a white boy tell them, okay, come on, meet me around the corner. He says, I'll be back. You tripping, you crazy.
Oh my God. Now you go up there and talk bad about black men? Bruh, y'all, he's showing y'all them white boy tactics right now. He not putting black men in a positive light right here, y'all. Y'all heard the story? I seen when a white boy and a black guy got into it, and the white guy said, "Meet me around the corner." The black guy said, "No, I'm just playing." What? Uncle Ruck is right, Michael Ben. This dude he's weak, man.
Right.
When they black, you would go shoot up his whole house, shoot up his mama house.
Wow.
Why? Who made us think that way?
Wow. Well, now, Kwame, you talk about mama's cooking. I almost wore my mama's cooking shirt today, but I said that might be doing too much. He don't know me yet, you know what I'm saying? So I roll with the wicked. But when you say mama's cooking, for people don't really know what that is, what does that really mean?
Because remember, mama's cooking was sexual. When he used to refer that to women, yeah, she be wanting some of mama's cooking. Yeah. So mama's cooking was sexual. But let's see what Kwame Brown says mama cooking is.
Mother of her children. It's God's order. When a kid is following a mother, a good mother, a one that's there, that has time, that nurturing, what she gives you, that discernment, that's mama's cooking. That's who you're supposed to be learning from. That's why really smart people are making us do dumb things. They take a woman away from a kid and have her working all day and have somebody else raising the child. That kid is not learning mama's cooking.
Listen what he's saying, y'all. Nothing. He is not explaining what mama's cooking is. He's talking about this. I'm gonna let him talk.
Learning whatever this woman is getting paid to teach her. And that's not what it really is supposed to be about. That my mom used to tell my brothers before they got in trouble. You say you grew up in the street. My mama could sense when one of my brothers was about to go do something stupid and say, "Don't go do that.
Right.
If you do that, you're going to jail."
Right.
The moment they did.
Listen to what this nigga said. My mom always told my brothers before they did something, don't do it before they went to jail. And you say you're from the street, right? Right. So my mom said, what that got to do with being from the street, bro? Like, bro, what that got to do with this dude, Kwame, man? Bless his little heart. Bless his little heart. He be trying to hang on in these conversations, but he can't. He should just go ahead and really find his niche in something else and be great in that shit. Cause this is not for him. Like the things he speak on, it's not for him. He should really just do gossip. Well, he do gossip blogs. Cause this not for him. Like
Didn't listen, they went and did that, they went to jail.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If a lot of these people think back, if they listened to their mothers, they wouldn't be in trouble. This ain't no mama boy type of stuff. It's just that's how God designed it.
it is, bro. Trust me, bro. Listen, on some real shit, bro. And I'm being completely honest with you. That is exactly you on some mama's boy stuff. Listen, if it's anybody that love they, listen. I love my mother. But I also know how to, I also understand she's human as well, like I'm human too. And we do agree to disagree sometimes. It happens. But what doesn't, and what else happens is I understand that I have a love for her and a respect for her that I would never do anything that I can't take back, meaning say something or show some kind of actions as to, that would be hurtful, that could cause harm to her. No, but as far as we have a disagreement, yeah, that happens. I know everything she says is not right. Like I know everything I say is not right. But as long as we can meet in the middle and we love and we have unconditional love for each other, that it overrides all that, even in an agreement. But we agree that we respect and love each other. So all this stuff he talking about, man, he sound like Bobby Boucher from Waterboy when they were talking about the alligators. Mama said, when alligator smile, it brings joy and happiness. Wrong, mama, wrong again. The medulla oblongata, Kwame. Kwame Brown, the medulla oblongata.
Dad's supposed to give you confirmation that, hey, you're doing a good job, things of that nature. But young men and women are supposed to be learning from their mothers.
From their mother, and that's deep. I was raised in a single family household.
Yeah.
Kwame, you went straight to the NBA from high school, right? You from Brunswick, Georgia?
I was born in Charleston, South Carolina.
You born in Charlotte. You can look geeky a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Grew up in Muntz Corner.
Okay. I want to say this to you, then I'm gonna pass it to Beehive. When I used to see Stephen A. Smith on television, and this was before I knew you, hadn't heard a word you ever spoke before. I would hear him saying, calling you a bust, saying this about you, about other players and stuff. And I used to think to myself before Jalen Rose came out, I just say, well, there's no bust in the NBA in any professional sports.
Right.
Because there are 8 billion people on the planet.
Right.
Out of 8 billion, I don't know how many jobs there are in the NBA, but I used to tell all my, I wanted to be a cornerback. I wanted to play basketball.
Yeah.
So if anybody bust, I'm the bust for not making it. If you have made it to the pros and you're getting somebody to pay you $1 to play a sport, you have already made it. I want you to know that.
Thank you.
So what you have done is 100. He's 100% wrong. I heard Jalen Rose come on and said that to him a while back. This man ain't a bust. You can talk about his play. But as far as his career, he has already made it. When they called your name across that stage, you made it. I want to know how it feels. Take us through when you got your name called across that stage and was able to pay your mother back, to help out your family, for people in your community. Take us back to that time. How did that feel? Because I never feel that.
It's a feeling you can't really describe. It's just like, you don't know what to do at that moment. You don't know whether to faint. When they called my name, I didn't know whether to faint right there, pray, drop to my knee, hug my mom. I didn't know what to do, but you just kind of pull it together and, you just kind of go through it. It was just like I was in a time warp, just looking at myself or something. But,
wow.
Just knowing what was to come. But back to your thing about Stephen A., just look at how he's able to say things. And this is what a lot of people.
Oh my God. Y'all, he don't want to tell his story. I told y'all that. He don't want to tell his story, y'all. Why don't Kwame Brown want to tell his story? That brother gave that long, elaborate, detailed, not long, I'll just say just an elaborate question, even put details in it to break it down for Kwame to answer, bringing it all home as to why he was asking the question, all for Kwame to just say it was a feeling that you can't describe. He didn't know whether to pray, drop down to his knees, hug his mama. But back to this Stephen A. thing he was talking about. Man, what the fuck is wrong with Kwame Brown? This man here. Come on, y'all. I know I ain't tripping, y'all. Y'all heard what that brother asked Kwame? Y'all heard what that man asked Kwame? Kwame went right back to fucking Stephen A. Smith. They basically moved in the conversation, Kwame. Kwame always talking about when bygones can be bygones and moving conversations forward. He went back. He don't like to move conversations forward. He went back. What the fuck is wrong with this dude, man?
They'll put a black face in front of the topic, and they're able to go way further than what a Caucasian or white male or a woman would be able to do. And that's
there you go, y'all. He always holding us to a standard of white folk. And again, no disrespect to white. Like I appreciate all types of people on my platform. These are just the things that I'm just referencing of what Kwame Brown speaks of, and just showing the contradiction every time. Yeah, like facts. Michael Benj is part of the simpleton crowd. Like this dude does not think before he speaks. It's crazy.
That's what they're doing. Stephen A says the craziest thing to black men that he would not be able to say if he was white.
Absolutely.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God.
And as well as Skip Bayless. And
Exactly.
I follow a lot of that. I stopped kind of watching it after I saw you.
Y'all see what Kwame just did, y'all? He redirected the conversation back to Stephen A. Smith. This man literally just asked him about his story and how it felt to go across the stage in the NBA. Kwame doesn't want to tell that story because he know what the fuck went down in the NBA. He didn't live up to the hype. He after the first, all he can say is, "Yeah, I got selected number one." But after that, he can't speak on that. That's why he redirected it again and deflected and went back to Stephen A. Smith because Kwame can't tell his story, y'all. And Kwame not gonna tell his story. Kwame spent 2 sentences on that that man gave Kwame an elaborate question. And Kwame spent 2 seconds on talking about his story. Yeah, it was a feeling undescribable. I ain't know whether to pray, drop down to my knees, hug my mama. But back to that Stephen A thing you was talking about. See, Stephen A is one of them upper echelon Negroes. They always use the upper echelon Negroes to attack us and trick us off our square. And Stephen A. Smith, in my opinion, ain't a man. Like Kwame, shut the fuck up. Kwame just be fucking talking. Kwame just say anything. Right, exactly, Michael Ben. Kwame Brown doesn't realize that if he had not played like a bum, Stephen A wouldn't have any talking points. He wouldn't have. Stephen A. Smith wouldn't have been able to put together that collage of videos of you being Kwame Brown. Kwame, you didn't look that good in those clips, man. You missing dunks. You missing and ones you should have hit. The dude slightly tapped your wrist, bro. You missed the and one. You right at the basket. You should have dunked that bitch. You always referencing that 2010 6 game you had against Boston. That's it, my nigga. That's it, bro. But you don't tell your story because you know how the story goes. Because people are going to ask, that's it? Right after you say what you say, that's it? So you mean to tell me you was in the NBA for 13 years and averaged 6 points? Man, you got people calling you 6 points, man. You got people calling you 6 points, Kwame. 7 foot, man. You're supposed to have all this physicality. Had all this physicality and abilities to where you got to the stage that you played on the NBA stage. And did nothing. But go sit up here and talk about Gil and talk about how dumb he is and he'll never make good decisions and he should not to be trusted. What? Bro, and you seeing he's doing the work. You see, and then you see Gil doing the work. So what you do, you try to come compete, do giveaways, and make it seem like you were this hell of a nigga, like you always say. And it be phony. That should be phony, Kwame Brown. That shit do not be good, bro. I'm hearing allegedly, because I always say allegedly if I didn't physically see it. Allegedly, you somebody won the money, but being that they wasn't on the live stream to claim it or whatever, you took it back. What? This an Indian giving ass nigga. Just like you did that before the giveaway. Somebody won some money, but you didn't give it to them because of their YouTube handle. Said I piss on graves. Oh Lord, I can't do no. They can't win that money. Y'all.
Your movement, because it was 100% right what you said. You're not a bust, bruh. You're a hero to a lot of people, man. Keep on going. I'm gonna let you jump in here, bro.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I just
I thought, but now I got to get back on the Stack 5 thing. Stack has been a friend to the show for a long.
Right. Too, Kwame. Right too, Michael Ben. He gave Stephen A. Smith content for sure, and that collage was funny as fuck. He had all the goddamn Kwame Brown blooper reels, boy. And when you played on different teams, he pretty much ethered you. You asked for it. You got what you wanted, the world to see you.
Time. Okay, I done seen him, with my own naked eye in Atlanta, going into the hood, giving folks an opportunity, and just sharing his platform with folks along the way. Talk to me about both of y'all being national celebrities and having to deal with this stuff in the public eye, and what kind of pressures did that put on you, thinking to yourself, me and we can have a beef. Ain't nobody gonna care about what we say about me on Instagram or what I say about him on Instagram. And y'all, in case y'all had millions of folks watching, what was that like?
Those same people don't really care. They just there for the laughs and jokes, and hopefully somebody crash out and do something stupid. That's what I was telling them.
Like
what
he
are we
did,
doing?
like Kwame.
Yeah.
If we joking, we joking. If you saying you want to meet the box, we boxing. If whatever we do, and I told him I don't box, but anything other without a glove, we could do it.
Yeah.
Listen to him, y'all. Listen to him, y'all. Right, national. He talking about he a national celebrity. Listen to him, y'all. Listen to him, y'all. Do y'all hear what this man is saying? He don't box. He don't use anything. He don't. He don't box, but everything out of glove he with, which is a motherfucking lie, bro. Motherfucking lie. And like I fucking already told y'all. That's why I love critiquing and reacting to these videos like I do. Because it's easy. I never see no more Kwamites in my comment section on any of these videos no more telling me that I be doing dated content no more. Even though now that I've told people what I ain't have to tell it. Like, it's obvious. People can see the content when they see when I put it out. But people see that I'm able to break this shit down, regardless if the content is current or it happened a year ago or a few years ago. Because Kwame Brown is showing the behavior that he hasn't changed. Y'all hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. Share the stream. We got work to do. We working, y'all. This is of course a video that this is just something I wanted to kind of touch on, because from my understanding too, I know I'm pretty sure it's a lot of Kwamites that don't even know what Mama's cooking was or is. So why not have a video of Kwame Brown explaining what Mama's cooking is for y'all? This is the reason I did this video again too. So y'all can actually see how Kwame thinks when he talks to these people on these platforms. And when you run back on YouTube or then you run to somebody like myself comment section and say the things that you say, when you clearly hear the shit that comes out this man's mouth. That's why I do this shit.
But to me, it wasn't worth it. To me, it's just, you should apologize like a man. When you do something wrong like that, everything I said to him and Matt was factual. They both tried to play and lie. Matt tapped them, and it's like they had a script. Every year they bring me out draft time. They bring
No, they do not bring you up every year draft time, nigga. You bring it up every year draft time. You bring up that you win a certain pick. That's you, Kwame. And so what if the man tapped you because he think you was a bust and you wasn't part of that trade? Cares. Like you said, you've been the butt of a joke for the last 20 something years, nigga. So what? Who cares? We know it's obvious. Look at your numbers. You can't dispute it. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't. Right, daddy's delivered. Like this motherfucker, Kwame, man. Right, Miss Archie, it's crazy, unbelievable. Salute, Miss Pittsburgh. Right, Miss Pittsburgh. But see, that's what I'm saying. And Miss Pittsburgh said, "Oh, so Kwame is going to keep deflecting on interviews. The first time he answers a personal question, they're going to start asking him why he a bum after 66 million." Right, that's what I'm saying. Kwame is not going to answer real questions. He's going to keep deflecting and keep saying all these cliche ass sayings that we all heard before, but he's thinking he's dropping gems, but that's just public knowledge of things that people with common sense know. He's not going to tell his story. I don't know why. Because that would make for and explain the reason why you are who the fuck you are right now, bro. Because you need professional help, man. Your elevator don't go all the way up. Your picnic basket short a few sandwiches. Right, Michael Ben. 6.6 points per game with no NBA accomplishments with a team or individually. That's crazy, Kwame. You ain't got one all-star?
me out in any little joke, Kwame Brown got to be in the joke, and they always do it to the biggest, the strongest, the blackest, and they keep doing this over and over. Why do I need to be a part of 10 years later, a part of some NBA joke?
How did it feel to be able to get that off of your chest after 10 years of holding that in?
Well, I think it just exposed the real and the fake, because no real black man sit there and joke about another black man and stop their iron. I would never do that. It's not funny. I don't think it's funny for another black man not to have money or whatever.
So Kwame Brown is basically a hater. So that's why he be doing all this hating. He just contradicted himself. By his logic, a man don't sit up there and talk ill about another man. But Kwame Brown sits up here and talks like he's doing now, talking trash about Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, Stephen A. Smith. And these guys simply asking you, if you have issues, why you just couldn't talk to these people? Because Kwame don't want to talk. Kwame only doing this for content. YouTube. He not looking at the bigger picture of actually growing his platform. He think it's just always have to be drama. It don't always have to be drama. He even brought drama to these people's show, but he's so dumb he didn't realize that these people have a good rapport with Steven Jackson. That's their boy. They're not about to let you sit up here and bash Steven Jackson. That's why you didn't. You didn't call him a name. But you said something about Becky with a good hair, but you threw a shot at Matt Barnes. That's why Angela Statton, my Lord. Because you know Kwame talk too much. She know Kwame talks entirely too much. And he don't know what to say out of his mouth. He's definitely not media trained. And even if he was media trained, we still know he's lying because he shows us his true self on the documentations, i.e. videos that's posted by him on YouTube.
Whatever else, if I see you struggling, I'm gonna figure out a way to help you. Like you saying you go to the hood and help people, but then you're on TV joking about another brother. And that's what I'm asking them. Like, what are we doing here? Don't you know the system is designed for you to do that? But hey, everything they use him for, and if that's your friend, tell him don't be used for the guy who's smoking weed and on camera and for the kids and the guy who fought in the palace. Everything they bring him back to is to talk about how he paid for strippers. He was just on another show talking about how much money.
See, look at him, y'all. Look at this ratatouille motherfucker, y'all. Kwame Brown is a rat, yo. Kwame Brown just like he's a messy little rat. Look at this ratatouille motherfucker, y'all. This is a ratatouille motherfucker. You can't do shit around Kwame Brown, boy. He the type nigga, they put him into the interrogation room. They ain't even gotta shake him down. He tell as soon as he sit down. He bringing up somebody else's life, but only spent two sentences speaking about his actual story. Kwame Brown, y'all. That's why I picked this interview. I knew there was a few Easter eggs in here that's going to tell us and show us who Kwame Brown is. And whatever Kwame watches this, I hope you pull something from this. Samuel Snitcher. He always talking about somebody a teller. He's a teller. Ratatouille motherfucker.
He gave to these strippers and all this stuff is to make these black athletes look dumb. These black athletes are not dumb. And trust me, some of these banks and some of these institutions, they use guys like him to say that, and they're robbing these guys blind. So I wouldn't, that's not a good look for him to go out there at 40-something years old to still talk about.
See, and Kwame speaking on that and saying that, y'all, because we know how his run-ins was with the people that took money from him. Kwame would know, but Kwame not going to tell that story because that's part of his story. But he'll gladly tell Jack's story. But Kwame, you missed the point. Those are things of the past you speak of, my guy. Those guys is doing very damn good today. While you're not. You're reduced to coming on YouTube, spewing lies and defaming people's characters and about to get sued. Like, you didn't get sued by, like, it was the grace of God. Like, the person actually was busy and had to handle other shit and they had time to actually sue your ass. Because you wasn't even a thing of importance that they didn't even want to sue you. And just scared you a little bit and made you apologize on video. As condescending as the apology was, you still. All right, y'all, I'm back. I had to put on overlappable. We back, y'all. Had to drop out, so I'm going to get back to the video. But we back, y'all. I know y'all can hear me good now. Got the headphones in, so everything good. All right, everything good. Let's get back to this Washington Capitals. I mean, ex Washington Wizards #1 draft pick, hand selected by hand selected by Michael Jordan. Y'all.
Um,
Year they bring me out draft time. They bring me out
What they doing?
worth it. To me, it's just you should apologize like a man when you do something wrong like that. Everything I said to him and Matt was factual. They both tried to play in line. Matt tapped them. It's like they had a script. Every year they bring me out draft time. They bring me out in any little joke. Kwame Brown got to be in the joke, and they always do it to the biggest, the strongest, the blackest, and they keep doing this over and over. Why do I need to be a part of 10 years later, a part of some NBA joke?
How did it feel to be able to get that off of your chest after 10 years of holding that in?
Well, I think it just exposed the real and the fake because no real black man sit there and joke about another.
He asked you how you felt, Kwame. You're not even answering the questions. You just showing your feelings. God damn, my boy. You just was all in your goddamn feelings, boy. He asked you a question. You ain't answering that one question. And like I just fucking told y'all, okay, all the interviews that I broke down, y'all, that y'all simply watch me react to, y'all notice a pattern. This particular interview is a bit different because, and the only reason reason why the dynamic of this interview is different from any other Kwame Brown interview is the fact that these people actually have a good rapport with Steven Jackson, and they wasn't going to go for the Steven Jackson slander. That's why if you notice, Kwame Brown is well behaved on this interview when it came to Steven Jackson, but he still took digs at Matt Barnes and Stephen A. Smith, but he was still being disrespectful. But they didn't ask Kwame. They asking Kwame real questions. And this is another thing too. They asking Kwame real questions. They are literally asking this man real fucking questions. Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Um, they are literally asking this man questions, but he's not answering them because he's too much in his fucking feelings. That's what I'm saying, yo. Yeah, right, Michael Ben, because he was the worst, the most untalented, etc., etc. Like it's a laundry list of things. Salute, Miss Pittsburgh. Gil was trying to tell him to stop, but now he's stuck. He said now he's stuck being a crab in a barrel like everybody else. He is food at this time. At this point, he is food. He is food. Salute, Miss Pittsburgh. Yeah, he is food, and this is this is proof, y'all, that this man is food. But we don't let him talk.
Another black man and stop they iron. I would never do that. It's not funny. I don't think it's funny for another black man not to have money or whatever else. If I see you struggling, I'm gonna figure out a way to help you. Like you saying you go to the hood and help people.
Like Kwame came on YouTube and made fun of people living arrangements and how people lifestyles is, when in all actuality he's not living like how an NBA player that played 13 years in the NBA should live. Because when you point one finger, it's 10 pointing back. He don't get that. You just don't get that. You point one finger, it's 10 pointing back. That's why those fingers that's pointing back is, of course, with people like myself, and all the other content creators that speak about you. Lami Brown. We all speak about you, Lami Brown. You know what's good, Lamy Brown? Yeah, Michael Ben, he wanted a handout. And again, we know he's used to handouts because Kwame had handlers this whole time throughout his NBA career as a grown man. He always talking about what type of man as a man when you've literally never done laundry by yourself, you never went grocery shopping by yourself. You haven't done those things as a man at 20 plus or 20 years old. You never done those things. It was like you was a newborn baby in the free world and you didn't know where to start because you never had that kind of upbringing. But you talking about mama's cooking. That's why you couldn't explain mama's cooking because you never experienced mama's cooking. You never experienced mama's cooking. That's why you can't explain mama's cooking. You never experienced mama's cooking. God damn, Kwame.
But then you on TV joking about another brother? And that's what I'm asking him. Like, what are we doing here? Don't you know the system is designed for you to do that? You know, but hey, you know, everything they use him for, and if that's your friend, tell him.
Just like you sit up here on YouTube, defaming people's character, putting titles on people's name with no receipts, causing confusion, causing chaos, causing division, all the things that you preach about in your message. You everything that you said that you speaking against. You everything that you speak against, Kwame. 12 years a practice squad player. Facts, Michael Ben. Kwame's documentary should be called 12 years a practice squad player. That's what you was, man. You in a goddamn way, Kwame.
Him don't be used for the guy who's smoking weed and on camera and for the kids and the guy who fought in the palace. Everything.
And Kwame smokes weed on camera. Mike Tyson. Hoping it don't go against company policy. Swagger dash. Roll up some Mike Tyson.
They bring him back to is to talk about how he paid for strippers. He was just on another show talking about how much money he gave to these strippers and all this stuff. Is to make these black athletes look dumb. These black athletes are not dumb. And trust me, some of these banks and some of these institutions, they use guys like him to say that, and they're robbing these guys blind. So I wouldn't, that's not a good look for him to go out there at 40-something years old to still talk about fighting and strip club paying and all that stuff. That's corny. If you moved on and you revolutionary, move past that. Tell them you don't want to talk about that. But then they're not going to want to hear from him as much.
Right. And he just told basically everything that we saying to him. He should apply that same logic to himself, nigga. You know, ain't nobody gonna talk about you at all if you don't do this drama beef shit, my boy. That's why you holding on to all this bullshit ass drama beef stuff, man. And I love it because it's content gold, because you talk so much that you double talk and run right into the very thing that you was talking about in the first place. I love it. But that was Kwame Brown explaining Mama's Cooking, his thoughts on Kyrie and being drafted #1. I knew it was a reason why I definitely needed to select the video like that, because I wanted to highlight Kwame Brown's behavior, which you know was on full display for us all to see on YouTube. This dude he's not right, y'all. This dude's not right, y'all. Makes absolutely no sense when he talks. He talks about strippers, talking about how much Jack paid for strippers when he was out there. Again, Steven Jackson owned up to how he, lived his life as an NBA player in his earlier in his career. Everybody he said knew that about him. He's admitted it. He's saying it on camera. But Kwame is making it seem like he lives the complete, absolutely different life from Steven Jackson. When he wanted to roll with him, he did roll with him a few times. Steven Jackson confirmed that. And not to mention, Kwame, you have a stripper girlfriend, which has already been confirmed that people where you stay at, where you're from, know that y'all are a couple. In just that small city right there, they know that y'all a couple. Everybody knows that. But you come online and act like you don't know this person. That's why you went through the great lengths like you did to try to dox people, embarrass people, and joke on people about things about their life that they have no shame about. The only person that has shame, no shame, is you. You're the only person that don't hold yourself accountable for the shit that you say and do. What you try to hold, what you try to embarrass people about themselves that they might post online, or they and then they own up to it. You're not doing anything. It's never effective because people stand on they shit. They stand on all 10. The only one that don't stand on all 10 is you. And this is a clear example of that. I just don't know what the fuck wrong with you, man. You just need professional help, man. Straight up, man. Salute Michael Ben, right? We doing all blue today. All blue. We all blue. We drip, lot of drip, man, right now. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the chat, man. What's y'all thoughts on Kwame Brown breaking down Mama's cooking? His thoughts on Kyrie Irving and being drafted #1. If salute to the chat. If y'all would like, I will drop the link. I can talk to some of y'all for a few. I got a little bit of time. If y'all would like for me to drop the link, y'all just let me know. If not, then we can move forward. But what's y'all thoughts? What's y'all thoughts on this, man? And like I said, people that's supporters of Kwame Brown, when you look at this video, what does this actually show you? Like, when you look at this video, what do you get from it? What have you seen? When you look at the character, you know, what do you get? You feel me? Like, is this telling? It should be telling to you. It's telling to me, and I'm looking at it with my own two eyes too. You know what I'm saying? Link in the chat, y'all. If you want to holler at me. But again, this just shows character, man. It shows character. That's all I'm saying. Uh, it's crazy, man. And again, that's why I do these videos. Again, this is the main reason why I do videos like this, just to show y'all that even after a year later, it's still the same results of what this guy does. He's showing us that he's mentally ill right now. I did the cut on the Adult Swim. He thinking Adult Swim was Adult Swimwear. Never heard of the adult cartoon show Adult Swim. I mean, broadcast Adult Swim that shared the network with Cartoon Network. But again, ready to put out lies so much, can't even help itself. Can't even help itself. Ready to put lies out so fast, can't even help his goddamn self. This is a shame, man. And he's sitting up here always talking about how men don't conduct themselves. This is a ex NBA #1 draft pick from 2001, y'all. This man made millions, and now we're seeing what he's been reduced to. Again, tell me your thoughts down in the comment section below on Kwame Brown breaking down Mama's cooking and his thoughts on Kyrie Irving and being drafted as #1. What's your thoughts? Let me know down in the comment section. Salute to the chat. This is Oh So Dope Live. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. I really do. The support is tremendous. I'm going to keep putting out content, and doing live streams. Again, I enjoy doing this, y'all. And again, I just appreciate each and every last one of y'all. The ride has this ride is it's great. It's an amazing ride right now. And along this journey, like I already told y'all, is that I know it's more work to do. I make sure I say that every time, that I know for sure that it's work to do. I know for sure. I know for sure it's work to do. Salute Dorothy Brown. Salute to the chat. Salute Michael Ben. Salute Miss Pittsburgh. Salute Miss Archie. Uh, Salute Meaty Riley. Uh, salute Tony Payton. Yeah, it's a beautiful situation. Salute Keith Jupiter. Yeah, we rocking, y'all. Y'all know how we do each and every time we get up here on this platform. You know, these people are showing us every day who they truly are. And I'm just gonna keep exposing them and coming with this, here good content with y'all for y'all every time. Appreciate y'all time. Uh Much love, one love. Always strive to make good decisions. Um, Stay true to yourself, because then that makes it more easier for you to be uh hold yourself accountable, and that'll make you more easier for you to hold someone else accountable, because you hold yourself to a certain standard first. So again, man, I'm gonna get with y'all beautiful people. Make sure you like this video, like the previous video, hit that subscribe button. This was beautiful. We always build when we come up here. Also dope live. Love y'all. Appreciate you.